Hi guys, Chris Hughes here, dietitian and founder of MEALZEE. So this week's meal plan of the week is a gut health meal plan, and that is in line with February, which is the gut health month. Now, why do you want good gut health? Well, why don't you want good gut health? There's no reason why you wouldn't want it, but the benefits are endless and they're growing by the day in terms of what the research is beginning to tell us. And so gut health is great. Firstly, probably for mental health is what I would prioritize it for. We've got 90 to 95% of our serotonin is actually produced in our gut, and serotonin being one of the key feel-good neurotransmitters or hormones. And so really good gut health, so lots of fiber that's going to create that good gut health is great for mental health. So really important there. Don't underestimate the impact that diet can have on that. And then, of course, good gut health is crucial for your immune system. 70% of our immune system lay under the lining of our gut. And so having a really strong intestinal barrier there is really important. So again, good gut health is great for that. But then there's, of course, digestion, diabetes, brain health, cardiovascular health, it's really critical for. And so the list goes on. There is no reason why you wouldn't want good gut health. So how do you actually do it? Well, let me show you this meal plan and how I'll sort of put that together, and then some of the elements that I've included in particular to try and achieve, a really high fiber diet that's going to be quite conducive to creating that good gut health. You're not going to be able to eat this for 1 week and have good gut health. It's something that, this is a sort of plan you kind of want to stick to longer term, or a variation of it. All right, so this is the plan, Gut Health Month, I've called it. Now, if you'd like a copy of this, then by all means, hang around the end and I'll show you how. I'll give this one away just in line with Gut Health Month. So what I've done here is basically gone for a really high fiber diet. Fiber is really important. I'm not going to go into depth about the different elements of it, but just know there's different types of fiber. They all play slightly different roles. The key thing for good gut health is the thing that's going to feed our gut bacteria. And so they're prebiotic fibers, resistant starches. And so you want a diet that's really high in these. And that way you're going to feed the good gut bacteria that then will go off and do the work and make us better people or healthier people. And so I've gone for a particularly high fiber plan. Now, if you're not eating a lot of fiber, jumping straight to this plan would not be recommended. You would want to step up and introduce the fiber gradually. You could do it. It's not going to kill you, but you will, probably feel quite bloated and have a little bit of discomfort, and let your bowels sort of get on track, I guess. Now, fiber is a key element of good digestive health, but a lot of other things feed into that as well. So our circadian rhythms and our sleep play a pretty crucial role. Fiber is just one key element that we need to sort of get right from the diet side. And if you don't have a lot of fiber in your diet, then you're not really giving yourself a good chance to improve your digestion either. So, okay, what have I gone for fiber-wise? I've gone for 53 grams is what it's averaged out at. Now, I didn't actually aim for 53 grams. I just aimed for a minimum of 38. Now, why 38? Well, we have what's called a recommended dietary intake for fiber, and that's actually 25 grams for women and 30 grams for men. But there's a level above that called a suggested dietary target, and that's actually what we should be aiming for to help prevent chronic disease. And so for women, that's 28 grams, and for men, it's 38 grams. Now, if you exceed that level, that's not a bad thing. Okay, so there's fiber intakes well up into the 60s and 70s that have been proven to be safe. So 53 grams, this one is averaged out at, is actually a pretty good target to achieve. So what I've done at breakfast, okay, so I've gone for a smoothie for a few days a week and then a muesli. Now, if you just wanted the smoothie or you just wanted the muesli, these are fairly interchangeable, okay? There's about 9 grams of fiber in the muesli, bit over 500 calories, and the smoothie has a whopping 13 grams of fiber and about 600 calories. So you could swap them out, interchanging, it wouldn't really matter. Again, you could probably have them on a Saturday or Sunday. It was up to you, but I've gone for a simple breakfast on Saturday morning. I've done that in line with having kids and, kids' sport that might be on. The toast I've used for this is the low-carb, high-fiber toast that you can now get at like your Woolworths and Coles and Aldi. And so they're really high fiber. They're particularly low in carbs, but I've gone for it for the protein and fiber that's in them. Now, Just a note here is they don't toast overly well, because typically when you cook toast, it's the carbohydrate that you'll see brown, whereas these guys don't brown that much because they don't have much carbohydrate in it, but they've got quite a lot of fiber. So this one's just a simple recipe with a couple of slices and some eggs and avocado, and you're up at around 15 grams. Then my favorite breakfast is like a Spanish dish. You're getting in some of those baked beans or kidney beans, whatever you might use in this dish. And that's really good for the gut health as well. Then I've gone for a good whole grain sandwich on mixed grain, bit of turkey, lots of salad, avocado again has some fiber in it as well. And the other thing with this is it's rich in polyphenols and phytonutrients, so lots of variety. All of those things help to feed different elements of the gut. And then through the week, I've just gone for quite a few vegetarian dishes, but there is some animal protein in there as well. Again, you can interchange these and just eat these on repeat. So this meal plan might actually last you weeks to months. I've gone for a pasta one night there using a good wholemeal pasta, a carrot and lentil soup, which is packed full of fiber, orange and baked fish with brown rice. Again, the brown rice, you want to use try where you can avoid any of the refined products that have taken that outer grain away and just left you with the inner carbohydrate content. You want that outer grain. There's a lot of fatty acids, B vitamins, so a lot of your nutrients in that. So making sure you're having whole grain carbohydrate sources, lots of legumes again, chickpeas, beetroot is in there as well with a bit of lentils. And then to finish it off, we've gone for a chicken pistachio peri-peri raisin salad. That one's delicious. And then I've included a bit of pizza on a Saturday night, just to be realistic as well. Now, snack-wise, again, these are interchangeable. We've got some carrot sticks and hummus, which is delicious. Always nuts. Nuts are a great nutrient source, so having a handful every couple of days, or if not more. Now, I've included blackberries here because they're in season, but something that many people may not know is these guys are an actual fiber bomb. They're packed full of fiber. So they're in season. They shouldn't be too expensive. They're quite delicious. But they are absolutely loaded with fiber, and there's a fairly generous serve here of 2 cupfuls. So there's a decent snack in there. Kiwi fruit is quite good. A yogurt, using a probiotic yogurt is important. And something else I didn't mention as well is, I believe it's the herb rice. Yeah, so trying to include as much vinegar. Has a little minor probiotic effect, so that actually is quite good in terms of introducing that beneficial bacteria to the gut. And yeah, so we landed at a bit around 2,000 calories. Protein was still good, up at around 116. So that's ample for most people, unless you're doing fairly high training loads. Fat was around 99 grams. Carbs were pretty good at 166. But the key one was the fiber. So the fiber at 53 grams. Now, also, it's not excessive in sodium. So excessive sodium is found to have negative impacts on gut health. Whereas this is under the suggested dietary target of 2,000. So, pretty good intake for sodium as well. So nothing in this diet is necessarily detrimental for gut health. Plenty of beneficial aspects that, if you can stick to a plan like this over the longer term with, a little bit of variation, but, not too much, so limiting the alcohol, drinking plenty of water, getting good sleep, then this is going to set you up long term for some pretty good health outcomes. If you want to get your hand on this one, all you need to do is just send us a message or drop a comment wherever you're watching this. But, ideally send us a message, or you can email us at hello@mealzee.com and we'll flip this one through to you. It comes with a shopping list. You can just click on all the recipe cards and download it. And yeah, hopefully it gives you a few ideas and something to follow to improve your gut health. Thanks, guys.